I gave my father my kidney to save his life. Months later, he announced my sister was inheriting the family business I'd worked for years to build, saying I was too emotional for leadership. Their faces turned pale when I revealed. That evening, as I was leaving, Oliver cornered me by the elevators. Your father wants to see the Q3 projections you were working on. Of course. I pulled up the sanitized version on my phone. Here you go. He studied me for a moment. You're taking this all very well. What choice do I have? There's always a choice. He glanced around nervously. Sometimes the smart choice is knowing when to walk away. Was that a threat or a warning? Before I could decide, the elevator arrived, and he hurried away. At home, I encrypted another batch of files for Phoebe, evidence of tax evasion, falsified safety reports, offshore accounts. A paper trail leading straight to my father and Rodney. My phone lit up with a new Instagram notification. Isla had posted a throwback photo of us as kids, captioned, "So blessed to have a sister who's always supported my dreams. Sister love, family first." I clicked through to her stories. She was announcing a company-wide celebration gala next month. Time to unveil our exciting new direction, she chirped to the camera. Perfect timing. I texted Phoebe, we moved during the gala maximum impact. Her response came quickly. You sure this will destroy them? I looked at my kidney surgery scar in the mirror, then at Leela's smiling face on Instagram. They wanted a killer instinct, they were about to get it. The first sign they were on to me came in the form of an urgent email from HR about expense irregularities they'd found, suspicious charges on my corporate card, charges I knew I hadn't made. Someone's trying to frame you, Mohammed said, reviewing the receipts in his office. Look at these dates. You were in the hospital donating your kidney when these charges were made. They're getting sloppy. I forwarded the evidence to my private email. But why now? My answer came during the afternoon board meeting. I sat in my usual spot, now relegated to the far end of the table while Ela commanded the head chair. Before we discussed the public offering, my father announced, we need to address some concerns about unauthorized access to sensitive files. Oliver's presentation clicked to a screen showing login attempts to the company servers. My login attempts, I felt all eyes turn to me. Time to put on the performance of my life. My voice cracked perfectly. I was just trying to help Isla understand the systems better by accessing encrypted personnel files. Oliver asked, I let tears well up. I'm sorry, I've been so emotional lately, ever since the surgery, since losing my position. I buried my face in my hands, shoulders shaking. Oh, Isla sighed dramatically. You should have just asked me. I would have given you access to whatever you needed. Perhaps, my father said slowly, you should take some time off, clear your head. No, I looked up, letting mascara run down my cheeks. Please, I'll do better, I just want to help. Mohammed caught my eye across the table, hiding a smile. They were buying it, completely. After the meeting, I met with an SEC investigator in a quiet coffee shop 2 towns over. The evidence is compelling, she said, reviewing my files, but we need more concrete proof of the offshore accounts. Give me 2 weeks, the gala will be the perfect opportunity. Everyone will be there, including Rodney Palmer. That name made her sit up straighter. Palmer, we've been trying to nail him for years. Back at the office, I found my father waiting in my new, much smaller workspace. Sol, he said gently, I'm worried about you, these emotional outbursts, the unauthorized access. I know, Daddy, I wiped at fresh tears. I just miss how things used to be. He patted my hand awkwardly. Take the rest of the day off, get some rest. Instead, I went to the records room in the basement. The security guard who still remembered me as COO let me in without question. Within minutes, I found what I needed, old partnership agreements with Rodney's signature. My phone buzzed, a text from an unknown number with an attachment. My blood ran cold as I opened it. It was a photo of me meeting with the SEC investigator. Another text followed, last chance. Walk away, or everyone learns what really happened the night before your kidney surgery. My hands shook as I dialed Mohammed. They're bluffing. He assured me, there's nothing to find. But there was. The night before the surgery, desperate and angry, I'd accessed my father's private medical records. I discovered something that could have stopped the transplant. A genetic marker that made him high risk for rejection. I gave him my kidney anyway. If this gets out, I whispered, they could claim I endangered his life deliberately. Then, move faster. Mohammed's voice hardened. I found something in Oliver's encrypted files, proof that Rodney's been embezzling money through fake charities, and your father's been helping him launder it. I straightened my spine. Send everything to Phoebe, and I need you to do one more thing, anything. Plant an email thread between Isla and Rodney, make it look like she's been knowingly hiding the money. He hesitated, that's crossing a line. They crossed it first. I looked at the threatening text again. Besides, we're not fabricating the crime, just redirecting the blame. Isla wanted to play CEO, let her learn about responsibility. That night, I sat in my apartment staring at the gala invitation, 2 weeks until everything exploded, 2 weeks until I destroyed my entire family. My phone lit up with Isla's latest Instagram post, a video of her practicing her gala speech, promising exciting changes and a new era of transparency. I opened my laptop and began typing. Dear Miss Tucker, I'm writing to offer you an exclusive story about corporate fraud, family betrayal, and the true cost of loyalty. It begins with a kidney donation and ends with the collapse of a pharmaceutical empire. The reply came within minutes. Tell me everything. I smiled, thinking of my father's words. Business requires killer instinct. Well, Daddy, watch me become the killer you always wanted me to be. The gala sparkled with fake smiles and champagne bubbles. I adjusted my emerald dress, the same shade as Isla's eyes, a deliberate choice, and checked my phone, 20 minutes until everything exploded. You look tense, Mohammed murmured, appearing at my elbow with a fresh glass of champagne. Everything's in place, I nodded slightly, watching Isla work the room in her white designer gown. She was doing Instagram lives with major shareholders, promising revolutionary changes and unprecedented growth. Phoebe's team is ready, I whispered. The story drops in 18 minutes. My father stood near the stage, deep in conversation with Rodney Palmer. I'd never seen him in person before, tall, silver-haired, expensive suit, the kind of man who looked respectable until you knew what to look for. Suddenly, my mother's voice cut through my thoughts. Stop hovering in corners, come congratulate your sister properly. I plastered on my best supportive smile, and approached the small crowd surrounding Isla. She was mid-speech, phone held high to capture every moment. And of course, none of this would be possible without my amazing family, she was saying. Especially my sister, who's been so gracious during this transition, so gracious. I echoed, raising my glass. My phone buzzed in my clutch. 15 minutes. Oliver appeared suddenly, looking pale. Mr. Hughes, could I have a word, privately? My father waved him off. Not now, Oliver, but he persisted. I said, not now. He glanced around nervously. Sometimes the smart choice is knowing when to walk away. Was that a threat or a warning? Before I could decide, the lights dimmed. Ela took the stage, radiant under the spotlight. Behind her, a massive screen displayed the company logo. Distinguished guests, she began, tonight marks the beginning of a new era. My phone, 12 minutes. An era of innovation, expansion, and most importantly, family values. 10 minutes. Proud to announce our upcoming public offering. 7 minutes. I caught Mohammed's eye across the room. He nodded slightly, pulling out his own phone. Oliver was frantically typing, sweat visible on his forehead. And now I'd like to share our vision for the future. The screen behind Isla flickered. She continued speaking oblivious as the company logo was replaced by an audio waveform. My father's voice filled the ballroom. Once the public offering closes, we liquidate everything, the shareholders, the board, even Isla. They'll never know what hit them. Rodney's voice followed. What about Sol? She's been asking questions, my emotional daughter. My father's recorded laugh was cold. She gave me her kidney, she'll give me the company too. The room erupted in whispers. Isla stood frozen mid-gesture, her perfect smile cracking.